Howdy folks, welcome back to the Taylor Burke Start of the Show series in MLB 23 PS5, episode 621. Taylor didn't get a win, but the team got a win in the last one. We went 4-1 on the episode, but now we start a long span of straight winning teams. I mean, we don't face a losing team until September 16th. So, this is going to be great. 4-gamer against the Brewers. They have a guy named Fernando Valenzuela. That's funny. But we're going to face the Marlins here today. Lose there. Good grief. This isn't going to go well. There's a chance this Nats team misses the playoff. Oh, I'm now remembering. I wanted to look at that trade. A strange trade. We win there. So we're 2-2. Quinlan's getting some wins, which is great to see. That makes me feel a lot better about that trade. And then Phil Monroe grabs a win here. Tamar drove in 3. Good job. We face a good Marlins team. I mean, we can't catch this team to save our lives. We're 9 back on them. 9. We still hold on to a wild card spot, but only by 2 games. That's wild at 15 above 500. All right, it was 2 separate trades. Okay, and we did trade Winston Leonard. No. Julio Vasquez, the left fielder, and closing pitcher Freddie Zachary. Okay, he's not bad. Younger, probably going to develop relatively well. Good hits per 9, yeah. A good arm in the bullpen. Going to have him for a long time. Then the left fielder, I know. Yeah, that was a good trade. That was, I mean, if you're rebuilding, sure, but we're not rebuilding. But for the team in general, these aren't bad trades at all. Bringing in Julio Vasquez, this dude's going to get a lot better. Yeah. Then we bring in Kevin Negron for Ernest Rivera. I can't really get too mad at that. Ernest isn't very good. So, plus it gives time for Julio to play. Micah Riggs will come up and all that. But, it just feels like we're just trading away pieces, man. Pieces that are necessary. Where did we send Winnie? Winnie's a Royal and Rivera's a Blue Jay. Are the Royals even in contention? Yeah, they are. Okay, they made a great acquisition then. Winnie's older, so for what we got him for, this was a great idea for us. But it just feels like you could have given it one more go, looking for the three-peat, but value's there while you have it, you know, so. All right, you were barely paying him, so. I don't know. Every decision that's been made by this team, here's the thing. I can say they're actually decent decisions, especially for an organization, because the world doesn't revolve around Taylor. But Taylor's looking for, obviously, another ring. Taylor doesn't have that much longer to play. Gonna score early here. We're gonna go up 4-0 here. We get through 8 batters. Love that. Right by Adam to start us off here. So yeah, I get it, but it sucks still. Well, Adam Turner's still playing. He's still playing some good ball, too. Hitting .297. A little lower than that. Go play it yourself, Taylor. Yeah, Adam has been in the league for a hot minute. He is 94 games into this season. He's hurt a little bit. He's an 82 overall. You can see his contacts are still high. Doesn't quite lift the ball at the rate he used to, but his glove's still decent. He can still run a little bit. And overall, he's just had a fantastic career. He's continuing that this year, adding more and more stolen bases. I mean, he's still stolen 27 bags this year. And he's very, very close to the 3,000 hit club. So, a for sure Hall of Famer. And he's one of our best creations, if not the best.
First offering is fouled off. This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Sizing this one up.
Kevin almost overran it, but 2 down.
And there are 2 outs.
Kevin out there is not a bad fielder. At least he provides some decent glove work in the outfield. Something that this team has certainly missed.
And it's 0-1.
Good cutter.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away.
Oh, this one high and deep.
I'll do it for the first. As that one's pulled in by Negron. They were getting excited there. I knew that was not getting out.
Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the inning. Now the left fielder, Neville Gunn.
That is popped in the air. Easy play for Perez. 1 down.
And up next for Miami, Benito Chavez. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Got it. Really had to move for that catch.
Benito, former teammate of ours. He never developed like I thought he was going to, but he still had a good career. I forget that development isn't just the attributes. It's also just being a good player. Benito has stayed at around an 82 for about his whole career, and he has still hit at around an 800 OPS about the whole way through. So he's having a fantastic year this year. Marlins have definitely needed him. That's played by Termar. That'll be the end of the second. Right back on the offensive production. This is something we haven't seen much of lately. Taylor, no decisions, and I think the past 5 starts, 2 of those are notice no wins in his last like 5 starts. 2 of those are losses. And Taylor only gave up 2 in one, and then 1 in the other. It's just bad run support. So it's nice to see some run support today. You're searching for a winning episode.
And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Craig Sexton.
This would put us at 3-2 if we could win today.
That one's in there, 0-1. Sexton getting to start at third, hitting 9th in today's lineup. He's knocked in 9 over his last 10 games.
This is the first of this Marlins series in Miami.
0-2 now. That one just
What a take. Taylor is so similar to Greg Maddux to me. And I know the attributes aren't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just the execution. Just pitch placement, the tail on the 2-seam, the movement on so many pitches, and he throws even harder. Greg Maddux is my favorite pitcher of all time. He's a lot of people's favorite. I know I'm not alone in that. But he was not who I had in mind when I made Taylor. I actually had more of this.
In the air, left field, Perez.
Is that getting caught? Yeah.
He's there.
I actually just had this idea that I had made a left-handed, taller, lanky, break-oriented player. And I had made a lefty 4-seamer that threw 102 miles per hour with a sinker if you needed it. And then with Taylor, I just decided I wanted to go somewhere I hadn't gone before. So a shorter player. The guy I had in mind, I guess I didn't really have anybody in particular in mind. Because it's not, it doesn't really work like that. But I was thinking just, 2-seam related. Or a 2-seam pitcher who every pitch he throws plays off the 2-seam. So he's got the 2-seam fastball there. And from that 2-seam comes the changeup, which has such similar movement, a little bit more vertical, but is way slower. They go about 85 on it there. And then off of that, we also have the cutter that comes the other way. Oh my heavens, that ball's absolutely destroyed. Yeah, missed a spot there. Thanks for interrupting my talk, Neville.
That'll fire up the dugout. His 17th of the year. It's 6-2. He absolutely crushed
Sadness.
that one.
Let's get out of the fourth here.
We knew it wasn't coming back.
So coming off of that two-seam, you have a two-seam that moves down to the right, and then a cutter that just, that's the natural break of the cutter from here to here. And we can throw that at the same speed.
Next offering is in for a strike.
And then along with that, we have this slider that has about this movement, and it's a little slower, and it sweeps a little more.
Gonna count 1 and 2.
And then the curveball is really just a vertical break. That was the idea. I wanted to go 12-6, but it wouldn't make any sense to have a 12-6 curveball. Dadgummit, Benito. Let me get out of the inning.
Back-to-back base hits. That was a pretty good pitch. Breaking ball down and in, but when it's breaking in towards you, you have a lot of time to see it and just try to get on plane with it. He hit that one pretty well.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Here's a 1-2. Mayo checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. No swing. He held up. Carl Dixon with the call there. To the right
Chopped,
side.
playable for Tamar Johnson.
The throw to first.
Into the fourth.
And the inning is over. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And at the plate for Miami, Leonardo Fernandez. That one the other way.
Good play, Tamar.
Gets it to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. Thomas Kelsey, the next up for the Marlins. First offering misses the mark.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage
Negron
pitching all
tracks
day
it
long.
down.
Negron makes the play. 2 down. And now here is Craig Sexton. Just off the outside edge.
Good eye, good eye.
They say you win.
1-1.
Kicks and deals.
That's it, hard.
Drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn. He's digging for second. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Turner at the plate now. That's ball 1.
No way, man.
And a base hit.
That's going to score a third.
Now a long throw home.
Weak hits, bro. Not the Sexton hit. We're struggling. We are definitely struggling. We haven't thrown a shutout in a while. Thank you, Cordero, for catching that.
Bottom of the 6th inning. And now for the Marlins, Albert Lantigua. And the pitch. There's a strike. Lantigua, a former All-Star, 32 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And he can't.
I should have covered. I thought he had it.
So here's the cleanup.
Looking like Garrett Cole. I'm so sorry. Okay, Neville. I cannot throw you that pitch again. I'm very aware of that.
On the ground to first. Mendez. Toss to second.
Oh, what an odd animation. But there's 2 down.
Now here is Benito.
We will take that. That is a strike, Blue. Good grief, man.
There's a strike. The 1-1. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Come on, guys. The 1-2.
Ball. 2-2.
That one ran inside, almost got him.
Full count.
struck him out swinging. Blew the express.
Three.
Back here at Lone Depot Park. Here's the second baseman, Ricky Mayo. This one in the air right field. Negron as he glides to his left. Drops into the glove. And there's one down. Leonardo Fernandez, the next up for the Marlins. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Ball to strike. They say you win.
1-2.
Ground ball to the right side. And that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for two.
It's been a rough start, man. I think we might have just gotten ourselves pulled.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his
Nope,
hands.
not yet.
Nice job of going the other way.
I'll trust us to try to get two more. That'll work for
In the
one.
air, right field.
This guy's probably going to get third, isn't he?
This one.
No.
Squeezes it.
Kevin actually made a pretty
And
good
they're
throw.
two down.
Nice.
And up next for Miami, Craig
So the 9-hole, Craig Sexton is 1 for 2. Strike one.
No ball. 1 strike.
Fernandez at second with 2 down. Next offering is in for a strike.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out. One hit.
End of the 7th.
3.
Mendoza with a good 8th.
4-4. Take the base.
Bobby Winter, solo shot to start the 9th. He's still going to get himself another save. He's been great this year.
This one ends with a final
And the Nats
score.
have a winning episode. Taylor gets a win. Not on his best start, but we will take it. It's a good team we were facing, though. Gotta remember that as well. So, nice. Sox in the next one. They're not the best, and we are at home, so I'm hoping we can take that one from them. We're 16 games above 500. We're 66 and 50. We're still in jeopardy of losing our wild card spot. We're only a half game back on the Rockies, though. So if you're in jeopardy, if we're in jeopardy, you're in jeopardy too. So we've got really, I mean, we'll say the Pirates and Giants are still in here, but a lot of teams are basically out of this thing already. It's already down to Mets are still there. So yeah, about 6 teams in the wild card running right now. If you like the video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you on the next one. That's Taylor Brooks, episode 621 in the books.